Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Terrence Carter. TC Talks, TC Fitness. Yes, I am here. Back at it again with another video for y'all. Now, this video is going to be real fast. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be too long. But, I do a lot of grounding. I do a lot of thinking. And a lot of reflecting. And, I want to continue to talk about my semen retention and NOFAP experience, because this is powerful. You know what I'm saying? This is real life power, and it will mold you and shape you into a better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, mentally, physically. Your finances will get better because you're putting in more work. You know what I'm saying? All areas of your life, you know, all areas of your life will certainly improve. And I want to, you know, just reflect with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to everybody that's been on their semen retention and NOFAP journey. And of course, a huge shout out and a huge thank you to everybody that's been supporting this channel as we continue to grow and elevate and evolve. That is very, very key. Now, a couple things that I do want to personally reflect on. The personal growth, the personal relationship that you really start to grow with yourself. The connection. You got to really connect with yourself. And you have to learn how to use this life force energy to help you bring your goals to life. You have to use this energy to help shift your mentality. You know what I'm saying? Shift your perspective on life. I thank God every day. I truly do. I thank God for semen retention, for NOFAP, for learning how to really cultivate my life force essence into my greater good. Now, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect in this world. But one thing that you have to also learn on semen retention and on NOFAP is self-acceptance. Doing the work. Doing the shadow work. The inner work that you have to do. Taking full accountability for your life and for your responsibilities. You know? Taking full accountability for your actions. It teaches you a lot. Now, one thing that it also has taught me is you have the abundant version of yourself that's within you, and then you have fear that's stopping you from wanting to reach that abundant version of yourself. You have the fear of the journey itself being very, very, it's a very long journey. You might have the fear of failure. Failure you can't be afraid of, because through failure you learn. You learn about life. You learn about not giving up. As long as you don't give up, that's the most important thing. And the reason why I tell people not to give up so much is because I make sure I tell myself that every single day. You can't give up in life. You gotta keep going. Life is gonna constantly test you. You're gonna get tested a lot. But you have to pass each test in order to really level up. You gotta trust yourself enough to pass the test though. Another thing that I want to reflect on is determination. You got to be determined. You got to truly be determined on semen retention and NOFAP. Determined to want to change, to want to elevate, to want to grow, to want to see different, to want to see a better you. You got to also be committed. Commitment is important. Right now, I've made, throughout this whole entire journey, throughout this whole entire process, I've made a commitment to myself to grow, to elevate, to get outside my comfort zone, to truly be authentic to myself and to those around me. I've also made a commitment to breaking my financial bad habits I had. I committed to turning them into good habits. I've committed to myself to take the time out to learn about, stocks and learn about real estate, to become financially literate, because that's something that wasn't taught to me in school. I also trained my mind to think bigger. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We can think as big as we want. You gotta have the heart. You gotta have the self-confidence. You gotta have the will to want to change. And I've been committed to that. I've told y'all in the community post that I've seen myself from being addicted to PMO, to release my seed, and not really being my best self. I've seen myself transform into a more calm version of myself. A person that's no longer addicted to releasing seed and chasing pleasure. I own real estate now. I own land. I'm not a real estate agent. But when you're in the stock market and you're investing into these companies that are real estate companies, you are a shareholder. So now you own some type of land. And I study that craft. I study the stock markets. I look at prices. I'm wanting to get better. I'm understanding that with real estate comes cash flow. And with cash flow comes, passive income. And you being able to sleep better at night because you know that you are making income in your sleep. And we all start from zero. But I've been able to build a portfolio that's close to 3,000. And I'm happy. I'm proud of that. Why? Because I've never been able to hold on to $3,000 in my life. And I'll be honest about that. That's all a part of seeing how far you've come. You know what I'm saying? There's goals, there's financial goals, there's goals outside of finances that I have set out for myself that I want to continue to manifest. But I know that money is very, very important in this reality, because without it, you can't do nothing. You can't buy yourself nothing to eat. You can't find a place to live. You can't pay your bills. You can't invest into your future. You can't do nothing without it. But I'm telling y'all, bruh, your biggest investment is in yourself. Applied knowledge is powerful. You can learn all you want, but if you don't apply the knowledge, it defeats the purpose. And you can't wait for this perfect moment to want to start. You need to just start. Start and stay consistent. Find the hunger within yourself to say, listen, man, ain't nobody gonna do the work for me. But I gotta make sure I do the work for myself. Don't fear not starting, because you got to understand that the time is already going to go by. A year, 2 years, 3 years of your life is going to go by just like that. And then what are you going to say to yourself? I should have started then? Nah, start now. Make it a routine, make it a habit to start saving money, to start investing money. Make it a habit and a routine to start looking at the stock market charts. Start becoming a business owner. Start looking at yourself owning land. You know what I'm saying? Like, really building that confidence within yourself to be able to do it. The fun could wait, but it comes down to a point in your life where you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta block out distractions for real. There's a lot of things I also stopped doing. I stopped watching TV. I told you already, I just be on YouTube, but that's it. I don't watch TV. It's consistency with me. Wake up in the rising, thank God for another day of life. Look at the charts. Make sure I pay myself first into the stock market. Buy some type of asset. Go out there, do my Uber Eats grind. Feed people. I'm serving people. I come back home. I go to the gym. I work out. Of course, you gotta shower, get your rest. You start all over again. And I'm happy with the person that I'm becoming. Because you gotta ask yourself, who do I have to become in order to get what I want? The universe is not just gonna hand you things just cause you want it. No, you have to work for what you want. You have to be willing to put in the hours, put in the time, and delay your gratification. You gotta be willing to do that for real. Because if you don't delay your gratification, you will forever be a person that lives in instant gratification in this reality. And this is what I'm constantly reminding myself. Delayed gratification wins every time. Every time. You will definitely experience a totally better version of yourself every single day on Semen, Retention, and NOFAP. You have to adapt to this lifestyle. You have to transmute your energy into your greater good. You have to focus on being uncomfortable. Nobody is going to care about your journey the way that you have to really care about your journey. True say. And only you can discover the best version of yourself. Thank God every day. Keep growing, keep learning, keep elevating. If I could sit there and see myself change for the better and continue to have that hunger and that discipline and that drive within myself, I know that you can do it as well. Nothing is stopping you and nobody can stop you. Take your power back. Keep on retaining. Keep on staying tunnel vision. Keep on staying focused every single day, bro. No excuses. Study yourself. Study your craft. Thank you to anybody that stayed throughout this whole entire video. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button if this is your first time to the channel. I'm about to go enjoy my workout and crush the weights. Stay true to yourself, man. It all starts with you. And thank God for every day. True say. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir.